Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
All right, so picture this. The Blue Jays front office is moving faster than your Wi-Fi when you finally reset the router. And yes, that's when things start getting interesting. Because let's be honest, the moment Kazuma Okamoto officially landed in Toronto, we all knew one thing was coming next. Trade rumors hotter than a July doubleheader. And now, those whispers are turning into full-blown headlines. Today we're diving into a report that centers around one key player from last season, what it really means for the roster moving forward, and why this could just be the beginning of a domino effect you'll want to watch closely. Stick around, because the final twist might change how you see this entire offseason. And hey, if you enjoy staying ahead of the chaos, make sure you're locked in with the Blue Jays report for daily updates. Now, let's talk reality. The Jays landed Okamoto on an absolute steal of a deal. But moves like that don't happen in isolation. When you add salary and talent, something else has to give. Insiders are already hinting that any further big additions are almost guaranteed to come with a corresponding trade. Translation? Somebody's packing their bags. And that's where the conversation around the outfield really heats up. Toronto suddenly has an overflow of outfield options, and it's the kind of problem that looks great on paper but gets messy in practice. With Okamoto likely locking down third base, that creates a ripple effect across the diamond. Players like Addison Barger shift roles, which squeezes playing time for others. And when opportunity shrinks, trade value grows. That's why names like Nathan Lukes, Davis Schneider, and Joey Loperfido are popping up more and more in rumor circles. One report making noise suggests the Giants are actively hunting for outfield help. Last season exposed their lack of depth, and they're exploring multiple options. Sure, they could aim big and chase expensive stars, but a more realistic move could involve someone like Nathan Lukes, a guy who's proven, versatile, and coming off a strong stretch of baseball. He fits exactly what a team like San Francisco needs, reliability without breaking the bank. From the Jays' perspective, this actually makes a lot of sense. Lukes has value right now, maybe more than ever. He's not a prospect anymore, and he deserves consistent MLB playing time. But with Toronto's roster crunch, that opportunity just might not be there. If you can flip that value into bullpen help, something the Jays still quietly need, that's smart roster management. One intriguing idea floating around involves a power arm coming back the other way. Not a guaranteed star, but a high-velocity bullpen lottery ticket. We're talking triple-digit heat, raw tools, and upside that a pitching coach could unlock. It's a risk, sure, but it's the kind of calculated gamble that contenders make when depth becomes the difference between October baseball and an early vacation. And let's be clear, this isn't about wanting to get rid of a productive player. It's about reality. If the Jays add another bat, especially someone like Kyle Tucker, a trade becomes unavoidable. At that point, Lukes might be the odd man out simply because he has the most return value. Schneider profiles well as a bench piece, Loperfido still has upside, and the roster math starts pointing in one direction. Beyond the trade chatter, there's even more to be excited about. Okamoto's 4-year, $60 million deal is official, and his introduction is coming soon. He's already been listed primarily as a third baseman, which confirms what many suspected. The front office is committing, and that clarity helps shape everything else. Here's the wild part. Projections now have the Jays near the top of the league in combined pitching and hitting value. Add one more major piece, and suddenly this team could be sitting at number 1. Think about that for a second. From frustration to contention in what feels like a blink. So the question isn't if a trade happens, it's when and who. Would you move Nathan Lukes to balance the roster and strengthen the bullpen? Or do you ride it out and let competition sort itself out? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is moving fast. And don't worry, the Blue Jays report will keep you covered every step of the way.